Have you ever been inside of a conversation where you tried to prove that God was real, that the Most High, creator of all things, was real, that the Bible was real, that the Bible was not written, quote unquote, by man, but inspired by the Most High, the creator of all things? This is a smaller portion of a bigger video that I already made, but I'm just making a condensed version. You start out and you look at the Spirit. You look at the Spirit that has been inside of our generations for a long time. When I say that, for example, you look and see how things have been, how so many questions never get answered, right? The scriptures speaks about this. If we go into Ecclesiastes in the first chapter, this is all about this, all the quote unquote conspiracy that we have. Why does the wind flow this way, but then it still comes back flowing the other way? Why do the rivers continue to flow into the sea, but they never get filled? These questions, the continualness that we try to get scares about the earth ending, but it says that it will be never, it's everlasting, that our generations will pass, but the earth will last. And so we speak about how our technology has been so rampant and all these new things happening, but we go into this, it speaks that there's nothing new under the sun. So many things with these different beliefs of A, B, C, D, E, F, G community. These things have been going on. There's laws against doing things with an animal in the Bible. These things have already been going on. Yet, even inside of all your movies, all of your shows, if you go to Facebook, Meta, what is their symbol? The infinity. Why is that? Inside of Matrix, what do they try to break people out of? The Matrix, right? There's a constant theme. When you're watching reels on any social media, what are they called? Reels, right? What are the other word? Or Vine, what was they called on Vine? It was a lot more direct when you say it there, but it's a loop. The same thing, it's the double O's. Continuously. It's a non-stop thing. The same way with these spirits that we have on us. We talk about the spirit of Jezebel, right? We talk about the spirit of Ahab. Even Adam blaming his woman and blaming the Most High God, YAH, for everything. You gave me the woman. It's the same thing we do. We dodge accountability. We dodge this. These words, they all show you. It shows you continuously that it's a repeat of who we are as a people. It's a repeat that things are not going to be changing, but we have to be able to change it, because it says that the generations, even for what we do, for what happened then, shall be for now. And what happened in now is going to be for then. It doesn't change. And it says that even the generations of now coming in, like we don't remember what was in the generations before. Our generations ahead of us aren't going to remember what was happening now. Like we can look at that into like the 2020, what happened in 2020, right? We can explain it. Oh, yep, we can explain it all different types of ways, but they're going to look inside of a history book and they're like, oh, this was like this. Oh my goodness. They're going to sit there and see big us and bubbles and other crazy little stuff when none of that actually was what maybe have occurred. But, you know, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be a remembrance. It's not going to be a true remembrance of what was going on. You know, it's only going to be what is being told. So it's coming back into, again, understanding that the Most High already described these things. He described all of these different traits. He's described the spirits that was on the seat of the serpent and the seat of the woman. He described what was in the spirit of Jacob and then the spirit of Esau, his children, each of their blessings, different. And this is what I go into in a different video in a lot more detail. But this is just to give you a starting point onto how the Most High works in his spirit. Because when you look at this, he works inside of his ways to show you, you do not get to decide, because only he does. And regardless of what man tries to do, these quote unquote world wars and all these different wars, when we have all these things going on, it's one government. That's already been said too. They can have all these things just for more pleasantries on earth, just to create more issues, to drive more things for the wants, for the flesh. So understand that whenever we're being faced with these things, understand standing to the Most High is what brings us a peace. It is what brings us into life, because his word shows us what's going on. His word tells us, it answers all the questions that the world cannot answer. There's a truth that has been going on for generations. You have the generation of, throughout any shows that you watch, they put it in our faces. This person got his memory wiped. They don't remember what happened. This person has grown up inside of civilization when there's a whole civilization outside of them, but they don't know because their memory is wiped. Men in Black, shoot. All this stuff happened. I don't know. I never knew. Yet, it's still going on. The same way that they can manipulate one thing and create Mandela effects through us. It's the same concepts. So, whenever you're trying to show somebody, if you show somebody a pained spirit, a pained person, right? If you're going to see someone who's caused hurt or caused them hurt because they had a certain spirit over them that caused them to do so. It's always showing the same representatives. Like, you can't find anybody inside of the ABCD that wasn't like abused to some sort, that didn't have a spirit placed on them. Like, you can't find people that are not inside of like in spiritual attacks, mental health episodes, and really crazy ones that are not inside of some messed up spiritual environment that is attacking them in some form. You can't find it. And this is why there's such a big push to keep the negative, the lower class with the lower class. So y'all can keep that. And then the rich, the wealthy can try to do their best to enjoy none of that, with the passions of not having to worry about being faced with those spirits in the way that one may do a lot more when they're around the evilness. You have more of a freedom to choose the people around you and the evils around you. Now, I'm not saying those people aren't evil themselves, but this is where you have more of an option. And so when I go into this is just bringing you back to understand that there are spirits that have been of old, there are spirits that are now, and there are spirits that are going to be going on forward. And the same way in our generations, these messages that I'm putting out, there's been other people that have done the same thing. There's been people who have prophesied in the name of the Most High for so many years. The same reasons, and when even with Noah trying to bring people on the board of the boat, right? But then nobody wanted to hear him. But then when the time came, they said, oh, wow, now, it's all raining now. It's getting all crazy out here. Now they want to get on the boat. Oh, I am so sorry. This ship is closed. We already got, you didn't hear me at first. There's always people. The Most High has said that he will bring up a person. He will bring up one from out of the flock to lead the flock in those times. And this has occurred consistently throughout scriptures. Whenever someone came to judge Israel for how many amount of years, someone came throughout this to be able to lead the people, to lead, to shepherd the flock, to protect the flock. There's always one inside of each generations that come in doing this. And so this is the same thing. And understanding it is a beautiful thing. And I praise the Most High, the creator of all things, the heavens and the earth, Yahuwah. And I pray that this does help, because this is supposed to be a short segment, but this ended up being the same length as the other ones. But yes, the spirits are on repeat. The same spirits that were there the seed of the woman, the seed of the serpent, the different Nephilim spirits that try to come in, the demonic spirits try to come in and take over. They're still here. They have been here. And it is up to us, believers of the Most High God, to truly be able to stand by him despite all of these things, despite that there is so much evil inside of the world, despite that Satan is the ruler of this world that we know. Despite that, we are still supposed to be making his kingdom on earth. We are still supposed to be walking inside of his commandments righteously and guiding and teaching others to be able to go down that narrow path. Despite what background that you have, despite what spirits run inside of your family, what evilness and witchcraft come inside of your family, that you can be converted through the sacrifice that Yahushua made. You can be converted, and you have to have faith inside of it. And that, number one, is what is going to cause your whole life to turn around. Everything. Because this is coming from somebody who battled all of the above, including all the homelessness, with dwelling into communion with spirits and into so much stuff. You can do it. You can be changed. And it's only through the Most High, his Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. And I pray that this helps somebody, and I give glory to the Most High, creator of all things, heavens and earth.